Still on the topic of safety with Dan Smith of Vail Mountain Rescue. We're kind of chatting behind the scenes here about avalanches and how to stay safe and what causes them. I know we've kind of had some like warm weather, some cold weather, and that can kind of creates
a problem.
Yep, yeah. So tell us a little bit about how we can avoid that situation.
Well, there is 100% certain way to not be killed in an avalanche. Don't be caught in it. There is no other 100% way. I mean, airbags are good, the avalungs are good, but the people that will help you in an avalanche are the people you're skiing with. So having good taste in the people you ski with is the biggest safety factor. The second biggest safety factor is understanding what's going on in the group dynamics. If you've got 5 people the Uneva Peak's my favorite, you got 5 people that slog the way up to the top of Uneva Peak, and they dig their pit and they look at the snow levels and it's not safe, and they do a jump test and cracks run out the heads and tails of their skis, and that's not safe. And there's always the guy that wants to ski anyway. You don't go. I mean, the rule we use is all to go, one to say no, and it's a pretty good rule. If one guy says no, everybody turns around and goes back down the trail they skinned up. When that doesn't happen, often, Uneva Peaks is a perfect example. We had 2 snowboarders, 2 skiers. They did all that and knew it was unsafe, but thought they were going to do it anyway. So skier 1 goes down fine, skier 2 goes down fine, snowboarder 1 goes down fine, snowboarder 2 triggers a 1,000-foot avalanche.
Wow.
We've had people skiing at a place called the Cupcakes back there. The guy had been skiing it 2 days, just across the road near on the way to Resolution Mountain. He'd been skiing this run a couple days. There were tracks all over it. Other people had skied it. He said, I want some fresh. So he went 6 feet outside the old tracks, triggered one, and died. You can't get greedy. The mountain lets you have what it lets you have, and you have to be willing to turn around. If you're not willing to say, no, let's not do this, then you shouldn't be doing it at all. If you stand up at the top of Vail, where people go into the East Vail chutes, and just ask them, do you have a beacon? The number of people say no is huge. A beacon? What's that? That happens too.
Bad sign.
Or my personal favorite, well, we've got one. One beacon doesn't do you any good.
One beacon for 5 people.
And you say that to them and you get this deer in the headlights look. Investigate this stuff. This is not Disney World. Again, this is nobody turns off the ride. You have to know what you're doing. You have to have the skill set, and you have to be with people who also know what they're doing. And how does somebody learn? Well, you take somebody who's not quite as skillful along, but you got 2 or 3 really skilled people there. You don't take 5 or 6 newbies out there and then ski the East Vail chutes. This is not a good idea.
No. And you guys are the ones who will come out in the middle of the night, early in the morning, and even if you're like, oh, I'm a little tired, you still do it, and you're volunteer, so you're not going to get a bill. If you do get stuck in a jam, they're going to come out and take care of you free of charge.
Always free. Saturday night, the boys got back at 3:30 in the morning, and then Sunday afternoon, we worked another one. It just happens, and when you reach a certain age, you can't do that in the field anymore. I volunteer for that role. But the folks that can do it, and it worked very well. It was all successful. People do this for a lot of reasons. Love of the mountains is the one that works. The other reasons will help you, but if you don't have that one, you're not going to do this very long.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Dan. We appreciate that you guys are all out there. And they are donation-based, so you can log on to vailmountainrescue.org and donate to the cause today so that you can help not just yourself if you get stuck in a jam, but others as well. Coming up next, we are going to take a short break, but we have a look at that weather forecast when we come back.